Okay, we're back under the Jeep, replacing the transfer case fluid. Now, I went ahead and I peeped out what we need here. So we need, this is the transfer case, drive shaft, rear differential, down there. So, boop, 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 boop. We're back here. This is your drain plug. This is your fill plug. So it has about that much of liquid in it, that much of oil, ATF fluid. Again, there's no modifiers, it just takes ATF4. And I went and I bought the Mopar brand too, just, you know, for extra assurance. So I think you could see that this crossbar that it sits on, but it's basically a skid plate as well. You can see it has holes in it. Now, I'm kind of conflicted on whether they did this so water drains out, or if you're supposed to just drain it and let it drain through the holes, and then that would be that. Now the lazy in me says, screw it, let's just drain it. Say fuck it, and we'll just wipe it down later. But then the guy who does everything right in me, who usually wins out, says we should take this thing off. We should drop it. But then, well, I guess it's, you have to undo this bolt. There's multiple big bolts around that have to be undone. Is there a nut on this? If there's no nuts on the top of those bolts, I am going to take it off. I'm gonna drop this piece. And if there is, well, then I'm gonna just tighten it back up. It's worth seeing. Let's check it out. Okay, guess there isn't. So this is a 18 millimeter. There's another 18 millimeter over up here. There is one, looks to be a 1/2 inch right there. We're gonna keep that in mind. Oh wait, why did I undo that one? Shit. Fuck. Sometimes I do some stupid shit. And this is one of those examples. I undid the wrong bolt. Okay. It's these two I'm after. So I'm gonna put all my bolts under the camera. I'm actually gonna undo this guy first. Just because he's the smallest, I don't want him hanging everything up. So I am claiming that it's a 13 millimeter. I am right. Okay, now that that's out, we have one over there, another 118 mil over there, on this bar right in here. Boop. And then one here, and then one here. So after that, this piece should drop out. I'm gonna move this out of my way, just because I know what's gonna happen. It's gonna fall, it's gonna splash on everything, and it's not gonna be fun, and I'm gonna be angry. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that's a 10 mil. I am correct. And now I'm going to break this by hand. I generally don't use power tools on much, and that is including mechanical devices like this. Just because they're aluminum, power tools seem to be overdose. And I'm not a tech, I'm not under any kind of time crunch to get these done. And I don't want to abuse my truck. Oh shit, see? Look at this girl, gush. Gushing granny. There's some metallic bits laying in there. I don't know if you can see that on my finger. but there's definitely some metal bits in there. Nothing to be concerned about. It's just normal wear and tear from... Honestly, I don't even use the transfer case that much. I think I can count on one hand how many times I've put this in four-wheel drive. Which is kind of sad because that's exactly what it's made for. But it's also very pretty and very expensive, and I don't want to scratch it. As pathetic as that sounds, I do know it. Believe me. Now, you won't feel it bottom out on anything, so you just kind of have to play it by hand how you're going to play it by feel, how tight you need it. I'm happy with how tight that is. So let me get my drill. Okay, and again, the same thing applies to the transfer case like the transmission, the manual transmission. You fill it up until it comes out of the plug. Very scientific. So I realized you just went through a black screen there. What happened was the video camera stopped recording and I got sidetracked by someone else coming over, so basically what you missed is just me waiting for the fluid to come out of the transfer case, just like the manual transmission, and then buttoning it all up again. There's not really much to it, there's not much science behind it, it's just, you know, you just get a feel for it, you watch for the dribbles coming out, and then you seal it back up again. Don't crank on the bolts too tight, and you should be alright. Thanks for watching.